What's going on, y'all? Shit, no playing. I feel kind of weird doing that shit. But yeah, my situation. Still making videos. It's been a minute. These things take time. It's been a minute since I made a video. I've been really wanting to make a video. It's just that, with life and, my situation, based off my last post, you know what I'm saying? It's been different, not difficult necessarily, but just different. Times I just want to whip out the phone and start talking, but I'm on a bus or something, you know what I mean? Like, I'm somewhere that's really, like, not where I usually be. Like, most of my videos, I'm always at the park, you know what I'm saying, or behind the church, or, the place I grew up in, you know what I'm saying, in my mom's house, so, but, being thrusted into the streets is like, I haven't really found a place to, like, just sit down and talk to you guys, because I don't like holding the phone, I like holding it up on a little tripod thingy, for the phone, and yeah, all that good stuff. So that's pretty much what the problem was. That's why I haven't been posting those videos. But we're getting back into the routine. Just right now in Houston, it's like the weather is just atrociously disgusting. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's wet, rainy, cold. You know what I'm saying? Humid. It's a motherfucker. You know what I mean? Flooding. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate this shit, to be honest. It's really fucking annoying. I'll show y'all real quick. Look at God. That's probably the reason why. Literally, it just stopped raining like right now. But, it's gonna rain like 10 minutes later. Son of a bitch. But you don't even want to go outside and shit. Yeah, right now we like underneath the bridge on a little trail. You know what I'm saying? A little walking trail. Yeah, this is how it's looking like. It's just looking like trash right now. Wet, rainy everywhere. The fucking thing is flooding, you know what I mean? Type shit. It's been going on for like almost a week now. It's going to continue on for another week. Because Houston's right next to the coast of the Gulf of Mexico. So, it's getting all that humidity and all the fucking treacherous, random storms that be happening in the motherfucking ocean and shit. We get all that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why I fucking hate the city. That's why I'm like, you live in Houston, like, you need rain boots, bro. But because it's in Texas, people don't really do all that shit. They just be getting their cars, for the most part. For anything, people just don't give a fuck. They just don't give a fuck. But me, I'm the type of person, I like to go out. Like, even if I had an apartment or a house, I would still like to go out, like, here and be like, let me be over here, bro. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not that type of person. I like adventure. You know what I mean? Like, real shit. So holla at me if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like, hit that like button and shit. Comment and shit down below and let me know, you know what I'm saying? Like, straight up. Like, you like adventure, bro. Like, people like us, we like adventure. You know what I'm saying? Like, we like to go out and shit. Like, not even crazy. It'd be crazy adventure, just come out the house, go on the little trail, you know what I'm saying? Oh, it's underneath this bridge and shit. Oh, look at that. Like, that's nice. You know what I mean? But we don't need all that shit. I just wish they took care of this place a little bit more. Because this trail pretty much goes all the way down south. That's going south that way. And then when you go over here, on this side, here, it goes north, but then it turns, that way. And it goes east. And the trail, there's another, not trail, but there's another bridge. And it's nice. It's more spacious than this. The water is not this close. Not even because it's flooding, but just it's not this close at all. There's ducks and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's beautiful scenery. You know what I'm saying? This bitch, though, hell no. They did not take care of this motherfucker. This place is, like, scary almost. You know what I mean? Like, look at the roof. And, you get what I'm saying? Like, they did not take care of this motherfucker right here. But, shit, it's all good. I ain't tripping. Yeah, I mean, shit. Right now I was just thinking in my mind about I have a lot of things on my mind. I want to put it out there, first of all. But I just never did it because, hey, but you know how I rant, so I might as well just rant. I'm chilling, So, I gotta work today too anyway, so later on tonight, but I'm trying to find me a gig I can do maybe in the mornings and shit. You know what I mean? Or something like that, Cause I just need me I need me another part-time job, you know what I mean? I need to have money. I need that money. Cause I'm getting tired of this shit. I gotta check my bag. I bought me some new clothes, shit. Necessities though, you feel me? And my whole weekly paycheck is just gone. And I'm just like, hell nah, I can't live like this. This ain't gonna cut nothing, bro. This ain't gonna do shit. Oh, I'm saying this money is some toothpick money and shit. I need what I'm saying? I need something that's actually gonna do some damage and shit, you know what I'm saying, to these motherfuckers out here. Cause I remember I used to work at the warehouse and I always just spend money and I never lost money. You know what I mean? I never went to my bank account and I had $1,500, whatever, right? And then I bought something, or I was buying things, and my bank account went down and shit. You know what I mean? Type shit. You know what I mean? Let's say you got paid and shit. Your bank account went down. Nah, but because you're making at least $100 a week. You spend $150. You know what I mean? Right before you get your paycheck, you know what I'm saying? You got $1,500 in that motherfucker, you still gonna keep $300. So you know what I'm saying? $1,500 to $1,800. You know what I'm saying? Versus you only get paid $200, $200, $300 or $200 a week, and then or $250, and you spent $200 and shit. You know what I mean? And then you're like, what the fuck? And that shit don't even reach past the fucking goddamn, you know what I'm saying, 500 mark. So you $1,500. You know what I'm saying? 50. You know what I'm saying? You're $1,550. And now you're man, it's not even $600, motherfucker. I mean, $1,600 for that bitch. So it piss you off. You know what I'm saying? But check. Yeah, I'm running out the beard a little bit for this winter season and shit. You know what I'm saying? I think it's appropriate. You feel me? But I was just talking about drinking and shit. My whole drinking. I really do regret. I'm not gonna. That's the only thing. Probably not regretting the heavy way, but just I kind of wish I didn't drink so much. I was at my mom's house for one, the money, and I would spend that money. I know I was. I mean, I was buying $10 bottles of Scotch whiskey, a lot, bro. I mean, I bought a lot of that fucking Scotch whiskey. I remember that shit. I bought a lot of that Scotch whiskey. You get what I'm saying? Little shots here and there. Hella fucking beer. I drink the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? The crazy Cowboys and shit. Hella motherfucking cheap ass beer and shit. Pint for $1.50, but still though, 8% alcohol. I mean, I was down 3 of them hoes. Just stealing fucking bottles of wine from Walgreens, to my mom's house and shit. Holy shit. I mean, damn. Just drinking it's crazy. Because I still like to drink. I am a connoisseur. You know what I'm saying? Of various, what's what I'm looking for? I can't even think of the word right now, but, various, items, that have, that you can indulge in, or you can just, partake in, weed, tobacco, cigarettes, alcohol, cigars, pipe tobacco, art, you know what I'm saying? Coffee, things like this. This type of thing, food, just different types of you can say, I don't know the word I'm looking for exactly, but that has a very I don't know the word I'm looking for, but I'm a very classy person when it comes to things like that. Like I said, you know what I'm saying, I kind of slowed down on my drinking though, definitely around Christmas time, after Thanksgiving, for sure. I'm trying to think, what did we spend Thanksgiving and shit this year? It was my aunt's house. Yeah, I had bought some gin. And I got me some cranberry, a whole gallon of cranberry juice, and I fucking put the whole bottle of gin in that cranberry, at least half of it. Shook that bitch up. And I was drinking that shit the whole motherfucking night. You know what I'm saying? I was vaping and shit, and I stopped doing that shit. So Christmas came around, I had stopped smoking already at the time. I slowed the fuck down. And I had the eggnog that I shared with my family, you know what I'm saying? The alcoholic eggnog. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Evan Williams. You get what I'm saying? That whiskey. And then, for New Year's by myself, I had 2 bottles of chocolate wine. You know what I'm saying? Which was delicious. One from New Zealand and then one from France. I like the New Zealand one better. It has more of a sweeter taste to it. And then, you know, I don't know what happened. Just like all of a sudden, you know, like my palate even changed almost when you start drinking certain things. So, you know, at this particular time, I cannot drink beer. Like, I don't crave beer at all. Like, I don't like beer. I like something sweet. You know what I'm saying? Something real sweet. I don't like anything that's nasty. Any alcoholic drinks that are just like nasty. I can't even drink a La Marita and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. That like, no, it's like a taste and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I can't do it. But yeah, you know, it was my birthday. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to celebrate type shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, I wanted to make me some cranberry margaritas because I had a cranberry margarita for Christmas, like after the Christmas party and shit. Because I didn't drink that much of that whiskey. I just took like a shot of that whiskey. I didn't drink it at all, actually. I let my uncle fucking drink the shit out of that hell. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Nigerians love like creamy liquor and shit, like, you know, cream liqueur and all that shit. But anyways, so yeah, you know what I'm saying? So he drank the shit out of that shit. Actually, it was like a quarter left in it. I was like, God damn it. My other uncle and shit, he doesn't drink at all anymore. I don't know if he drank before, but right now, and this is the thing I'm gonna say right on a side note, man, fuck him though, cause like, I was like vegan and shit. I lost like 80 pounds and shit, and like, I was super skinny, and I was doing my detoxes and shit, and this motherfucking like, looking at me like I'm some kind of a crackhead or something wrong with me mentally or some shit. Now his ass, oh, my kidneys started to fail, so I repaired my kidneys, you know, by myself with the food I was eating. You know, I started fasting a lot more, and then I started to eat nothing but just beet juice and da-da-da. I'm like, man, fuck you, nigga. Like, you all telling us about that shit, trying to tell us like, yo, so you can't be doing all this. Man, fuck you. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's all about my family, though. Like, that dynamic, like, people can take that shit. Me personally, I can't stand that shit. It just depends on you, you know what I'm saying? I just can't have a motherfucker. And the way I live my life is like, you know what I'm saying? A little too, you know, the way I live my life, I can't have people motherfucking like doing that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? If I was like a regular motherfucker, having a regular life, and having like, and my family wasn't, you know, it was more of a tease, not like the actual, like they really think they really on that shit. Like they think it's like, no, you wrong just because you're younger than me and shit. You know what I'm saying? If they didn't think that shit, then of course they'd be like, okay, yeah, you know what I'm saying? This motherfucker out here, I can talk shit, but like, I'm acting cute about it, but in reality, like, that shit makes me really angry because I can't fuck with that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they really believe in that type of shit. But that's just a side note. You know. But yeah, you know, I really, you know, so I had a cranberry margarita and shit, you know what I'm saying? So, I said real quick, I really regret, you know, drinking so much beer at my mom's house because my mom was stressing me the fuck out. Life was stressing me the fuck out. This is true. I ain't gonna hold you. It really was. But it wasn't even really life at that point. It was really my mom's. It was just the fact that I couldn't, like, be myself. You know, I couldn't sit down in my mom's garage, put on YouTube, you know what I'm saying, no headphones on, and watch, like, LGBT content, or just people that are just LGBT. You know, people, YouTubers that I follow that are transsexuals, the YouTubers that I watch that are gay or lesbians, and they, you know, it's a part of their life. You know what I mean? Like, I hate that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just hate shit like that. Or not even just that. Just listen to music like Bob Marley because he's a Rastafarian and I'm a Rastafarian on that level. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like that type of shit that really made me really kind of like on edge. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to make sure if I was watching something, it was like age appropriate because my nephew lives there. You know what I mean? At the same time, Christian, Catholic. You know what I'm saying? It's like it was too constricting on that level. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then, you know, I realized at this point, like, you live with a narcissist, a toxic person like this. Everything I do, you know what I mean? I can't do shit. I can't fucking heat up some Pop-Tarts without her being like, you know, that's too much sugar in that shit. You gonna get diabetes. It's like, bro, shut the fuck up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, goddamn, always talking shit. So that was pretty much that right there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, that's something I regret. Like, it was just like drinking, you know, like not being able to cross dress, not being able to really, how do I explain this shit? Just being able to, not being able to like process and really, how do I explain this shit real quick? Not being able to go through your gender expression, you know what I'm saying? And the trauma that you have because society's evil and shit when it comes to that type of thing, you know what I'm saying? Especially living here in Texas and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And on top of that shit, like being in a position where you're living around people that are very homophobic, so like they already kind of suspect you, you're already sus to them, you know what I'm saying? And shit like that. Like, I can sit there and say, I'm straight. My family's still gonna be like, nah, nigga, you say you were gay, bro, you on some gay shit. And you defended that shit. You know what I mean? It's like you can't, it's like certain people, you can't do that shit. Like, let's say you're around a bunch of Christians, so to speak. You say you blaspheme Jesus and God and all that shit. You say fuck them all the motherfuckers. And you say, I don't believe none of that shit, I'm atheist. And then one day you're just like, you know, because of society being mainly Christian, you get what I'm saying? You like, oh, I can't do this shit no more. And you say you're not Christian anymore. I mean, you're not atheist anymore. You're Christian just because you want to, you know, join. It's easier to join them than to beat them, right? If you can't beat them, join them, right? So you do that shit, and these motherfuckers gonna look at you with a side eye like, nah, fuck that nigga, bro. He ain't really like really Christian, bro. That nigga just doing that shit because he wants us to believe he's Christian and shit. You know what I'm saying? They already don't trust you and shit. So it's like that type of shit. That's why it's like, you know what I mean? Oh shit, dropping shit. So yeah, that's kind of the reason why it's like it was really awkward to live with my family. And you try to sit there and prove it by not partaking in that shit at all. But it's like, it's just weird because it's like, it's life, nigga. Like, I'll put on YouTube and shit, gay niggas on the hell, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck you want me to say? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh no, oh, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the fuck. Like, it's known, bro. It's a known thing. I gotta act like gay people or gayness doesn't exist or some shit. You know what I mean? I gotta act like trannies don't fucking exist. It's weird, bro. That's why I was kind of like, what the fuck? So if I just mentioned that shit, or I was like watching some shit, it's like, motherfuckers gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, if I put on Dr. Phil and there's a tranny on that hoe and talking about something, my fucking family doesn't accept me and shit. You know what I mean? Like, my family gonna look at me like, oh, that's you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, no, bitch, I'm just watching Dr. Phil, bitch. I just put the TV on, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. So yeah, you know, that's why I'm kind of like, what the fuck? You know, shit. But yeah, you know, back to the liquor shit. So, leave my mom's house, you know what I'm saying, around Christmas time. I already, like, tested myself because, like, you know, before, like, after Christmas, during New Year's that week, from New Year's, or whatever it's called, from New Year's to Christmas, I didn't drink at all. And I was like, shit, if I can last 1 week without drinking alcohol, then I'm okay, though. You know, I don't really need to drink alcohol. So, like, I wasn't craving it. I didn't have any, like, cravings. And I was like, man, fuck this shit. I'm good, bro. So I enjoyed that chocolate wine, and I let it go. I mean, after that, after New Year's and shit. So I've been on that dry January shit, you know what I'm saying? Hard as fuck, just so recently, it's my birthday, you know, like right after my birthday, that's when I started drinking again. And I didn't really want to drink, I just didn't know what else to do, bro. I was like, I don't know what to do. And then I'm like, bro, you fucking home. I had to be with myself. You know, I started looking up shit on the internet. Like, what are you doing to do when you don't want to drink on your birthday? People like, oh, go to the park, go to the movies and shit. I'm like, bro, you broke as fuck. You ain't got shit to do, bro. You know what I'm saying? You out here and shit. Like, man, fuck all that shit. You know, go to the movies and shit. Bro. A bunch of people you don't like being around and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, can't pause it. You got to go pee and all that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, man, fuck that shit. So, you know what I'm saying? So I just said, man, fuck it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, just enjoy yourself, bro. Just enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, fuck, I'm gonna go ahead and get me some, you know what I'm saying, drink. So I'm not gonna tell you what the details about that shit, but like, in so many words, like, you know what I'm saying? Now I don't really buy whole bottles, of course. One, I don't have a place to put it like that. Two, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to come back to the bottle. So I'm just trying to enjoy that drink right then and there. So I just gonna get like the small little sampler ones and the shot glasses and shit, those shots. You know what I'm saying? I like getting those because you can make a little mixture and you can get some fucking, like yesterday I had like an Arizona peach tea, then I went to get the fucking vodka, you know what I'm saying, peach vodka with some lemon vodka, and I mixed that shit together and shit. Man, that shit was fucking delicious, man. A little drinky drink, you know what I'm saying? But like, I had that. Just yesterday on my birthday, I had like So I make a cranberry, you know what I'm saying, margarita. And then I had more. I had bought some liqueur, but it was expensive as shit in this fucking liquor store. And it was like $12 for like a small bottle, not a small bottle, but like a small, little, slightly bigger bottle. Which pissed me the fuck off. But you know, it was a different brand than what I had last time. And I ain't gonna lie, when I drank that shit straight, just like a little, you know, sippy sip. Holy crap, it was delicious. I mean, damn, this shit was. The bottle was beautiful. The liquor itself was luxurious, silky. You know what I'm saying? Like it was sweet. It was like almost like oh my god, it was like a liquor wine. It was made from Paris. So you know Paris. You know what I'm saying? They don't make it right. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, golly, like it was. That was the best bottle brand. I mean, it was $12 for that small bottle, not the small shot bottles, but you know what I'm saying, the slightly bigger ones. But golly, because with tax and everything came out to like $14.02. I was like $14. I kept on saying that shit. I was walking home and like $14, like $14. You know what I'm saying? But like, when I cracked that hole open, I took a little sip. I was like, oh wow. I was like, wow. It's just, and it was strong too. I was like, okay. You know what I'm saying? I said, okay, I see why this $15. You know what I'm saying? It's the quality was just. Man, you know what I'm saying? Like, would I buy it again? Hell no, I'm a broke ass bitch. You know what I'm saying? I would never. It's just that I was at the liquor store already. You know what I mean? It's ghetto ass specs and shit. Around for goddamn what is that shit? Is that 59? Yeah, right for 59 and shit. You feel me? And I was like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm already here right now, and I don't feel like, you know, because I haven't even got no car. You can't really just go where you want to go and shit. Even if you have a car, you still don't want to go where you want to go after you've done that shit enough. After you've had a car, you realize, like, I ain't trying to go all the way over there. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, when you got a car, you really don't want to go over there, bro. You're like, nah, bro, I ain't finna go to a whole other fucking store. I got to catch the bus and then go around the street, walk over dog shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like, fuck it. I'll go ahead and just get that shit. Which I realize now I would never do that shit because, like, I was really just down the street from my fucking job, which is right next to a liquor store, and that's where I got the orange liqueur for the cheap. So, like, you know what I mean? But whatever. So, yeah, orange liqueur, you know what I'm saying? That shit's fucking delicious. So, I mixed that shit with some tequila and some cranberry juice, making margaritas. I had some of that shit. And then, like, you know, which had a cranberry/raspberry juice. So it was delicious. So, I had some of that shit, got fucked up. I ain't gonna lie. I got fucked up, surprisingly. Because that shit fucked me up. I ain't gonna hold you. I went to Taco Bell that night. I made some Taco Bell dinner and shit. So, the next day, I had acid reflux. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, I had some of the orange liqueur left. So now I bought some other sodas and shit from, like, the Spanish market and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it was, like, sour sap, mango, and guava. Say small little sodas. I bought some more tequila, and then I mixed that with shit with the tequila and the liqueur and the juices and shit to make some more different type of margaritas. The best one was the sour sap. That one was fucking delicious. You know what I'm saying? Sour sap margaritas all day. You know what I'm saying? Shit, that was fucking delicious. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? What else? So, yeah, you know, and then I went to somewhere and to sleep behind that night, and I was just, you know, chilling on YouTube. I was drinking and shit, I had my margaritas, you know what I mean? And then, like, it was like, you know, I was in my jam session, and I tried to, like, you know, have like a sissy session and shit, where, like, you know, I listen to girly music and shit like that, and dance femininely, and just get into the whole, you know what I mean? A lot of fucking people do that shit, or cross dressers and shit, but I couldn't cross dress, so, yeah, I'm in public, so I just was, like, kind of, like, in my own little world, you know what I'm saying? My headphones on, or just jamming behind this little place or whatever. I was chilling at it, had like a charging port, so did my thing. And then, like, man, I got, like, you know, I got the cravings. I was like, fuck. That was so weird. Like, I got the cravings for alcohol. Because I drink all this shit, margaritas, and I was like, fuck. I gotta drink. I need some more liquor. I'm not at my peak. You know when you drink and you feel turned and shit? Like, yeah, like that shit, like, I don't know how to explain it. It was like a libido thing. It was like, this shit was up. I was up there for a minute, and then it just went straight down. Like, the come down was so bad. I was like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, it fucked me up. I was not prepared for that shit. So I went to some rinky-dink corner store and shit, right? Horrible rinky-dink corner store. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just tucked off and dark, and ain't nobody in there. Everything looks ashy, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I went there and I bought me some these little drinks with 3.2% alcohol and shit, strawberry, guava, I think banana or some shit type of fucking drinks. You know what I mean? And it comes 4 in a pack, gas station bullshit. And then I also bought me a fucking margarita because I was like, fuck it. And I drank that shit. And it's the margarita, I couldn't do it. The little drinky drinks, they were sweet. They're pink, you know what I'm saying? They were sweet, delicious, you know what I'm saying? But the motherfucking margarita, man, I don't know what it is. I had a margarita before, a La Marita specifically. And I love them hoes. I don't know what it is anymore. I just can't do it. It's that taste. It's if that shit is strong, I can't hit that. I can't hit it. It gotta taste fucking. I just like a drink that's sweet and delicious. I can't drink drinks that are nasty. You know what I mean? The only drink I can drink that's nasty, so to speak, is whiskey. If it had that type of taste, I can't do it. You know what I mean? That's why I mix the fucking tequila with the goddamn liqueur. You know what I'm saying? And some other juices and shit. But anyways, so yeah, just recently, like I said, you know what I'm saying? I went to the fucking, yesterday, I went to the fucking liquor store and got me 2 little shot glasses, 2 shots of some shit, in Arizona. And then right before that, I went to the fucking H-E-B to buy some food, and I bought me a fucking drink and shit, a watermelon spike drink and shit. And it's I be drinking. That's a lot of alcohol for somebody who just I'm gonna just drink for my birthday and that's it. You drink a lot of alcohol, bro. That's a lot. You know what I mean? It's am I so craving it right now? I'm not gonna lie. I could use a fucking drink. I could use that shit. It'd be okay, I would drink the fuck out some drink right now. I ain't got nothing to do and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Why would I not want to drink right now? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, money and health. Come on now. You know what I mean? That's the reason why I'm not going to do that shit. You know what I mean? That's the real reason why. And I think the reason why also was because, for me personally, I think I was drinking a lot too because when you don't drink what you want to drink or you don't do what you want to do, a lot of times you spend a lot of energy, you know what I'm saying? Trying to find that shit or trying to do that shit. It's like an itch. You keep on scratching or keep reaching to scratch this itch that you can't reach, and it's that's what I hate about certain things. So I was the drinks that I was drinking, I didn't really like them. I didn't like the guava margarita. I didn't like the mango margarita, that I made myself. I didn't like the fucking La Marita that I drank. I didn't, you know what I mean? All those things were ugh, you know what I mean? I think that was the reason why I was kind of I don't like this shit. So that's the reason why I was kind of I think I was drinking so much is because I didn't like what I was drinking. You know what I'm saying? Even when I drink a little fucking, like I said, little fucking drinky drinks or pink drinky drinks, you know what I'm saying? I didn't like them. I didn't like them because it was too much liquid for alcohol per volume. You know what I'm saying? At 3.2% alcohol, and it's in a regular bottle. You know what I'm saying? Think of a Bud Light bottle and shit. You know what I'm saying? Small, whatever, a regular Bud Light bottle. It's that type of shit, or you know what I mean? 4 of those. You know what I'm saying? And then each one is 3.2. That's a lot of fucking alcohol you have to consume. I mean, a lot of liquid you have to consume for 10%, 10% alcohol. So that's why I was kind of fuck that shit. It made me annoyed. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the real reason why I was kind of I don't like that type of shit. I like something that's stronger, delicious, sweet. You know what I'm saying? And cheap. So that's why I like making my own. I like just mixing my own alcohol with juices and shit like that and making my own shit. But anyways, yeah. So, but now I'm okay. I had to really calm down. I was okay. This is the last drink. This actually. I was saying to myself yesterday. I was this is the last drink. I gotta stop. Because it's gonna get out of hand, you know what I mean? And then I was watching tarot card readings and they're telling me, oh, you have to watch out on the alcohol and shit. So you know what I'm saying? Because it's addicting and shit. I'm not gonna lie. Am I craving it right now? Fuck yes. Am I craving it to the point where it's like, I don't have any self-discipline? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? And I think what's disciplining me, honestly, is the money. It's really the money. Even though it's like, hey, it's not that expensive. It's like it adds up because, you never stop. Like, you never stop drinking. That's why I see some people, they will steal the fuck out of some alcohol because, like, they can't stop drinking. And it's like, it's nothing worse when you know in your heart and soul that you're like, man, I need to fucking drink. I need some alcohol. Like, I don't know, it sounds bad when you say it like that, but that's not what you say in your mind. In your mind, you're like, say to yourself, like, I need more alcohol. I need to drink. I need more. And, you can't. It's like almost like being thirsty as shit, and then you don't drink a little bit of water. You're like, I'm about to grab whatever water I can find. If that's somebody's water, I don't give a damn. You know what I mean? I'm about to drink that shit. And that's how you feel like when it comes to alcohol. You know what I mean? That's how addicting that shit is. You know what I mean? Like, you really just want to be like, man, I really want that shit. But the best thing is just to put your mind somewhere else that's more important and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, even today, and then like, when you think about it also, I joined my, gym membership so I can take a shower and have a place for my shit and all that good stuff. And it's like, I can't really lose weight while drinking because once you drink, you can't really eat fruits and vegetables because they're not gonna, you're not gonna absorb the nutrients because of the alcohol. Because alcohol is an astringent. And then on top of that shit, you gotta eat like bread, basically. You know what I'm saying? To absorb all the alcohol. And then like, you know what I'm saying? If you eat bread, most people don't eat bread by itself, so they're gonna eat bread, but like, meat. Because meat mixing with bread helps the bread digest slower because meat takes longer to digest, and so it can soak up the alcohol. So you're gonna eat like hot dogs or burgers and shit, and you're not gonna eat that shit alone. You don't eat it with some fries. You get what I'm saying? Like a milkshake. You gonna eat it fatty shit. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the problem and shit when it comes to drinking alcohol and shit. I don't like. Like if I'm gonna drink right now, I'm gonna have to eat some like. I'm gonna do it to Burger King or McDonald's and buy me a cheeseburger and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's what I'm saying. And so if I'm trying to eat healthier to get my organs to be repaired and to lose some weight. Get all these toxins out of my body and just, you know what I mean? Like, so I can fit into the clothes, so I can look more prettier when I cross dress and shit like that for myself and just like, and just be healthier in life so I can run and walk around and shit, you know what I mean? And not be like this big old fucking fat fuck, you know what I'm saying? Or just having a heart contusions and like a liver problems and all this shit, you know what I mean? Then, drinking alcohol is not gonna help. So that's why I'm really like, that's what motivates me to not drink. Is that it's really a health concern. You know what I'm saying? It's a health concern. But yeah, shit. That's pretty much it. That's what I always want to talk about. You know what I'm saying when it comes to this shit, like this alcohol shit is like, So if y'all have a problem with alcohol, you know what I'm talking about. Like drinking, I just be drinking crazy, man. My mom, that's the only thing I regret. Like, I really was going crazy. I know I was. Because, I used to drink those beers. Like, I remember when I first started becoming an alcoholic with it, it was like, I was working in the warehouse, and the motherfucking warehouse jobs were so fucking aggravating, and the people there, that was training me, basically, the people that were there before me, so fucking annoying in my face, and constantly, like, talking shit, and it was just like, you're trying to do your job, you're trying to be nice, and it's like motherfuckers are aggravating you and shit, and it's the stress of like that type of job. I don't know, explain it specifically, that specific place. I don't know about other places and shit. Like I would just go with me a beer and shit at the end of the night, especially I get off at 9 and shit. That's enough time to get you a beer, So I'll go get me a beer, and I remember one time I was like, man, it's been 3 days you've been drinking beer, like time to call it a day, bro. And I was like, I was walking away, and then I was like, do you really? And then living at my mom's house too. The annoyingness of living at my mom's house. I think that's really where it really lies. You know what I'm saying? Is the annoyance of my mom's. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is. Living with a woman, you got to drink a beer because like these bitches are fucking idiots. Fucking annoying. But anyways, so I'm like, fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, I don't want to like go back to my mom's house, hear her nagging, annoyingness, and I gotta obey her and listen to her and all this bullshit. And be sober, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm gonna drink, you know what I mean? So, I started doing that. So I remember turning around right then and there. I was walking away from the bus drops me off at the stop right outside the fucking goddamn corner store where they sell the fucking cheap ass beers. So I was like, fuck. But I didn't want to drink, so you know what I'm saying? I was like, fuck it. I started walking away. I didn't even cross the street fully, like to get to the other side, bro. I was in the middle island and shit where the grass is at. Really turned around, I was like, fuck that shit. And then like, I need that beer. I don't want to face my mom without a beer, you know what I mean? Fuck that shit. And then from there, it was just like, I kept on drinking beers. And then it got to the point where one day, I remember I was about to meet up with some guy for sex or whatever, right? And then like, which is the guy, the guy I usually, meet up with, you know what I'm saying? A friend of mine from high school. And I bought him a beer and me a beer. And then like he was like taking forever to meet me up at the mall and shit. So I ended up drinking both beers and I was like, this is a lot of fucking alcohol. I feel like super fucking drunk. Like my body feels way down. Like my body felt that shit, you know what I'm saying? Not just like my mind. And so I was like, oh hell no. And that was my first time drinking like 2 beers. And then, like, I don't know, ever since I've been to Austin, I was drinking those lagers and shit, and they're like 10% alcohol and shit. Like, drinking them motherfuckers had me like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, I would drink like 2 of them bitches, and they're 10% alcohol. So when I came back to Houston, it's like, man, like, them Cowboys are nothing to me, bro. I knocked them hoes down like they fucking goddamn, like a linebacker and shit. Just tackling and shit. I can drink like 3, 4. I've literally drunk 3, 4, 5 of them motherfuckers in one sitting. Like 3, 4, 5 pints. That's a lot. 8% alcohol. That's just not good. And I can do that now. Like my drinking level tolerance is like way up there. And it's like it's not good. You know what I'm saying? For many different reasons. So that's really what I'm worried about now. The only reason why I don't smoke weed is because it's too expensive. Like if I was to get some THCA right now, which I know where to get it and how to get it and all that shit, I can get it if I wanted to. It's just so expensive, and it's like I don't know if I want to do that shit right now. A part of me kind of feels like, okay, I want to do that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. A part of me wants to do that shit, but it's just too fucking expensive. It's way too expensive. Even if I bought it online, it's still expensive. And you're gonna spend like $40 for like 4 or 5 grams. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not enough. Like, you know what I mean? It's just not enough for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not dealing with that shit. Like, I kind of crave weed. I do kind of crave the THCA. I wish I could go fucking get some of that shit. It's just that I don't feel comfortable doing that shit right now because I'm not in a position in my life where I feel like that's like something I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Is what I'm trying to say. Like $40 for fucking 4 grams or whatever, something like that. Like, it's like, how you gonna smoke that shit? And you're gonna want it to be the best possible way to smoke that shit. You're not gonna want it to be on no bullshit or some regular shit or whatever the fuck type shit. You're gonna want to be like, okay, I need to hit this hoe in maybe like a pipe because it's gonna savor all the smoke. Or maybe I should hit in a blunt because it's gonna savor all the smoke. But then I'm not gonna taste the weed, and then maybe I should hit in a joint. But a joint gonna fucking do it. Maybe I should hit in a pipe, but a pipe is so fucking kind of like lame and kind of like cliche and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like amateur. It's not really like connoisseur-ish. And then it's like, but like you're trying to save your weed, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. And then it's like when I do smoke, where am I gonna smoke? And like, if I do have time to smoke and shit or whatever, like, am I gonna truly enjoy it? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it gonna be a weekday? Do I have to go to work that day? I don't want to go to work that day. It's gonna be the weekends. And it's those type of things that are kind of like, fuck this shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even want to, you know. I don't want to smoke that shit. You know, then you spend $40. It's like I spent like over $40 right now on a pair of shoes. Like, you know what I mean? I don't even, you know what I mean? Like I'd rather spend that shit on something that's gonna actually like, you know what I mean? Like my phone bill is like that. That's my phone bill, bro. Like I'm not gonna do that shit. It's like, you know, that plus my phone bill is like $100. So it's like you spend $100 on your phone and some weed, like, and you don't even make like that much money. Like, it's like, nah. That's why I'm like, I need to make more money, man. I need to make more money, like, because it wasn't shit before. Like when I worked at the factory, like I was making like $15, $20 an hour. So of course, like, you know what I mean? Over 40 hours a week, like, yo, you can spend some money on some weed, it's not gonna matter. But now, right now, it's like I need to save. And so that's what I'm kind of doing now, basically. I just really want to just like chill out and save. I don't know. I want to get a drink, like I said before. I'm craving it, but I'm like, whatever. It's really whatever. I'm trying to focus more on health. I'm trying to fast today. You know what I'm saying? Not eat anything, and see how we're doing there from there. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off here because it wasn't supposed to be this long. I just feel like talking about the type of shit where I had you guys. And we'll talk about more topics when I have a chance. But yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.